Hello, my friends, and welcome to Chair Yoga Holiday Edition. I know this is a very busy time of year, but I hope that we all have about 15 minutes that we can devote to practicing yoga. The purpose of this practice is to help ground us in the present moment so that we can be more fully present with those around us. Grab your chair and join me. I'm glad you decided to join me. We're going to start a little bit differently today. So we're going to sit on the edge of our chair with our feet on the floor, connected directly to the floor. I'm away from the back of my chair. My shoulders are over my hips, and I'm just sitting up tall as I can be. And I'm going to take a moment right here to slow down and even out the breath. And let's bring our hands to the belly. Just stack one on top of the other, just to notice that breath coming into and out of the body. You are welcome to soften or close your eyes. And as you stay here with the breath, begin to smooth it out and slow it down. Now let's move our hands now to opposite sides of the rib cage. So I've got my left hand touching my right ribs, my right hand touching the left side of my rib cage. Let the shoulders be soft and notice that sideways expansion of the rib cage with each inhale. And notice how it softens on the exhale. And now let's take our fingertips and bring them to the collarbones, just resting on the collarbones, very soft. And notice the breath at the very top of the torso. And then we're going to bring those palms together at heart center. And let's interlace all of the fingers except for thumb and pointer finger, coming into this single pointed focus mudra. So my thumbs can rest on my sternum. And we'll just let the inhale reach the arms up, whatever up means today. And the exhale is going to bring those thumbs right back to heart center. And we're going to add in a mantra. We'll just repeat it inside our heads. We don't have to repeat it aloud. But as we inhale, in our heads we think, I am. As we exhale, we think, here, now. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, here, now. I am. Here, now. And pause here. And stay with that breath. And then we'll release those hands back down to the lap. Open the eyes if they're closed. And we're going to move right into our cat and cow pose. Feel that connection with the earth. Let's pick up our toes and spread them wide and then put them back down. And now we push into the feet. Inhale. Lift the sternum, the chin, and the gaze. And as we exhale, we bring those abdominals back. We round the spine, letting the shoulder blades separate, dropping the chin. Try it again, following that breath. And if you want to continue with that mantra, I am on the inhale. Here now on the exhale, you may do it. And sometimes when we use mantra, it really helps to bring us to that present moment. And after your next exhale, whenever that may be, make your way back to that nice, tall spine. Still connected firmly to the earth. Now we're going to take it to a little dancing cat now. Let's inhale, fill up the body with breath. As we exhale, we'll round coming into that cat spine, but we'll lift up the right heel. We'll still round. Inhale, heel comes down, spine gets long. Exhale, left heel lifts as we round. Inhale, come back. Now, we can make this a little bigger. We could pick up the leg if we like. And inhale, put it back down. Picking up the heel and maybe the rest of the foot. Really using those abdominal muscles as we do this. You might add the opposite arm. That's why we call it dancing cat. Everything's happening here. Rounding on the exhale. Inhale, tall spine. Round. And inhale. We'll do one more on each side. And then we'll pause here. We'll notice sensations in the body, specifically the lower body, the spine. Let's take a circle or two with those shoulders. And then we're going to make our way to standing. So for standing, I'm going to separate my feet a little bit. I'm going to start to shift my body forward. I can bring hands to the chair or maybe to my thighs, but push into the feet. The weight shifts all into the feet, and I make my way to standing. Once we get here, we want to make sure we have a clear workspace. I'm going to pick up that block, and I'm going to move my chair out of the way. You might just want to step behind the chair. That's terrific. So let's come to standing now. Notice how we feel. And let's bring palms together at heart center. You can let the thumbs rest on the sternum, and let's interlace those fingers 3, 4, and 5, staying with this single pointed focus mudra. As we inhale, let's reach the arms up. You can look up if you like. Exhale, thumbs come back to center. We might add in that mantra. Inhale, I am. Here now. I am. Here now. Last one. I am. Here now. And then we're going to take those arms up, fingers up, and let's lean over to the left. I'm leaning to my left. On that next inhale, I'm going to come up, and I'll exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, lean left. Inhaling center, and exhale, lean right. Return to center. Bring those hands back down to heart, and release the fingers. Shake things out. Notice how you feel. Now we're going to add a twist into our movements here. I'm going to stand at a little angle here so that you can see me better. But it's going to be that open arm twist. We've done this a lot where we twist and open the arms wide so that we can come into a twist. Let's connect our feet to the floor. Let's soften into the knees. Think about making our feet a little bit heavier. Pick up the toes, spread them wide, put them back down. So we've got this really wide surface on the soles of the feet, and that's what's supporting us. On your next inhale, circle and sweep those arms up. We know that up might mean a cactus or it might mean long arms. As we exhale, we're going to do an open twist to the left. The next inhale will bring us back to center. And as we exhale, we open twist right. Come back to center. Bring the palms together, interlacing those fingers. Thumbs back down to heart center. So we'll do it again. This time we'll open to the right first. Release those arms down. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhaling in the other direction. And return to center. Palms come together. Down to heart center. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. And let's release those hands down by our side. Now, we're going to take a wider stance now, moving to a warrior two. A warrior two. So right now my toes are straight ahead, but I'm going to turn my right toes out to the right, and I'm going to find my warrior two. Now, if you need support today, I would say bring that chair right in front of you, so you'd be here like this, and use one or both hands on back of the chair. But I'm going to stay away from the chair simply so you can see me a little bit easier. My right toes are out, my left toes are in slightly. When this knee bends, it's tracking over toes 2 and 3 on that foot, and the knee is over the ankle. But I'm going to straighten that leg to start. And I'm going to take my right arm up. So I've got my right foot forward, my right arm's going to go up. I can look up if I like. And then I'm going to soften into that knee, float that arm down, and come to the other side. So I'm going to take a side body stretch there in our side angle pose. Push into that foot, reach up, look up. It's our reverse warrior, our peaceful warrior. As we exhale, we come forward. Again, this can be done with the hand on the chair. As a matter of fact, I would take that back hand on the chair and come forward, lean over. Let's try it with that mantra. I am here now. I am here now. And then come on back up, reaching up, stay here. You might look up. And then very softly let that arm float down. We'll turn the toes straight ahead. And then we'll go for the other direction. So now my left toes are out, my right toes are in slightly. When this knee is bent, it's right over the ankle, tracking over toes 2 and 3. But I'm going to start with that leg straight, left arm up. And then as I exhale, that knee bends and I come over to the side. You might just place your hand on your thigh. Or you might take that forearm to your thigh. It's up to you. Maybe we add in mantra. I am here now. I And then let's go up to standing again. We'll stay here, we'll breathe. We might look up at that hand. And then softly float that arm back down, turn your toes straight ahead. Let's bring the feet together. Pause here while standing just to notice the changes in the body. And now we'll make our way back down to seated. So I'm just going to turn my chair so that you can see me a little bit better, and we are going to use the block this time. So let's sit back into our chair. Let's connect our feet to the earth with either a block or some other prop. Let's turn the palms up. And let's bring those hands, well, let's start at the belly. The invitation is to soften or close the eyes. We'll take 3 breaths here. Notice that breath. As it lifts and lowers your hands. Now let's move the hands to the outside of the rib cage, and we'll take 3 breaths here. And now let's move our fingertips to our collarbones. 3 breaths. We'll bring the palms together in front of heart center, interlacing all but the pointer finger and thumb. As we inhale, we come back to mantra, I am. Here now. I am. Here now. Let the thumbs rest on your sternum. And thank yourself for taking time out of your busy day to practice yoga. Stay well, my friends, and stay joyful. I'll see you again soon.